Jasmine, make sure that my favorite song should be the one played at your wedding. I beg your pardon? My favorite artist. The one you're crazy about? Yes, Birdie. His real name is Albert McKnight. Birdie, huh? I got into pop music because his charm got me. The other day, I met him at a dinner party and he shook my hand. I see. I'm pretty sure that Birdie likes me too. I've bought 50 CDs and 20 DVDs so far. I'll lend them to you, so you should listen to them all. Just tell me which CD you want to borrow. Thank you. For your information, I have his CD. Someone gave it to me as a gift. I can't decide which song to choose. They are all great. I recommend Sagittarius Type B Woman. I'm sure you'll love it. That title sounds like fortune telling, but I've already decided on the song I'm going to use for my wedding. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you trying to ignore my recommendation? It seems that we need to be more careful about copyrights nowadays, so it's not easy to choose the song I like. My apologies. That's impossible. I'll inform the wedding planner right away. Please calm down. The wedding planner didn't do anything wrong. I've signed the agreement. Are you telling me that you won't use any of Birdie's song? Yes, that's right. I'm not sure if his songs are appropriate for a wedding celebration. I can't believe it. How dare you deny my beloved Birdie? You don't understand romance at all. No, I'm not denying him. It's just that I don't think it's a good idea to use his songs for the wedding. Denying Birdie means that you are denying me. You're insulting me. Do you know who raised your husband? It was you, of course. That's right. I lost my husband when my son was a little boy, and I raised him as a single parent. It's because of my efforts that he grew up to be the man he is today. Are you denying me, who went through all the trouble to raise my son? Absolutely not. I'm not denying you, Melanie. You're such a foolish wife. It's not too late, so just cancel the marriage, okay? I had no choice but to let both of you get married because my son insisted. It's not too late to stop everything now. Please don't say that. Are you having fun taking away my son from me? You should think about how you talk to your mother-in-law. I don't think I can live under the same roof with you. You were the one who insisted to live together with me and my husband after we got married. I'm so sick of you complaining like crazy. I think I'll just listen to Birdie's song and relax. Is my dress ready? I have to get it sized. A dress looks beautiful when it's exactly the right size, you know. What do you mean by dress? What are you asking me that? The other day I told you that I want to wear a bright red dress for the wedding. Don't you dare to tell me that you forgot. Yes, but at that time the wedding planner said that you shouldn't wear a red dress, didn't she? I thought you agreed with her. Oh, really? I don't remember that at all. But I don't want to wear any dress in dark color. I'm attending a wedding, not a funeral. But it's the formal attire for a wedding. You are the groom's mother, so I thought a dress with dark color would be better. You have no sense of fashion. I want to wear that red dress I saw during your fitting. I think it's perfect for me. It's my son's wedding, so I should dress up. I don't think you should wear that dress. Huh? Were you born in 1940s? Everything about you is so old-fashioned. That's why your face is all wrinkled. By the way, about the wedding date, can you delay it for a month? No way, I can't do that. I can't shift my schedule that easily. Why not? It's just a minor change of schedule, isn't it? I've already sent out the invitations and made reservations a year in advance. I can't change it so suddenly. What? I wonder why you keep saying that you can't do this and that. I can't believe you're not capable of managing things. By any chance, are you trying to bully me? No, I'm not. I'm sure we're doing everything we can to grant your wishes. Like the other day with the menu. Because that menu you chose was not good. Most of the guests are celebrities. They're not on the same level as your relatives. I can't just serve low-quality food. To be honest, the menu you chose was quite expensive. Anyway, what was that black powder that looks like a burnt dish? Are you talking about the truffle? Also, that tasteless and transparent dish. It's an edible bird's nest soup. I don't know what those things are. You must serve exclusive food to our guests. I'm sorry. I think the food is exclusive enough. Huh? What are you mumbling about? Your relatives are low-rank good people anyway. Why don't you just serve them instant noodles or something like that? That's not very nice. For your information, my cousin is a famous person. Honestly speaking, I don't want to see your poor relatives, but I'm attending the wedding for the sake of my son. You should at least show some gratitude to me. I have to put up with a lot, too. I think you're being rude with the way you talked about my relatives. Don't you dare to talk back to me like that. I hate to deal with a woman without common sense like you. It's a nightmare that you are my son's wife. I should have taught him how to choose a woman. Just because my son is the president of the company, you were just after his money, right? Of course not. I really love your son. I hate you for taking away my precious treasure from me. Just do as you are told, okay? Otherwise, there won't be a wedding. Don't do anything selfish. Melanie, where are you now? What is it? I'm at Birdie's concert. It's a beautiful place with a great view. What on earth are you doing? Today is the wedding day. Whose wedding is it? It's me and your son's wedding. Really? Today? What are you doing? You didn't show up at the scheduled time. No matter how many times I called you, you didn't answer. Everyone is in a panic looking for you. I thought you delayed the wedding by a month. I told you to do that, didn't I? Don't you remember that I disagreed? I said I couldn't do that because the invitations had already been sent out. I couldn't just do something so selfish. I think I remember you said that. I can't go, so you must delay it a month later. I'm now in Hawaii for a concert. You were not listening to me at all. Yesterday, you called and said you were looking forward to tomorrow. I thought you were talking about the wedding. I can't believe you're attending a concert. I'm on my way there right now. You won't make it back in time if you come back now. How many hours do you think it will take? What should I do then? Your son is also stunned. I guess we'll just go on with the wedding now. Why don't you postpone the wedding? We can't do that. Tomorrow is the day of the wedding. There will be a hefty cancellation fee. Besides, the guests are already here. Oh no, did my son say anything about that? He's very angry. After I told him that you're attending a concert, he's thinking to cut ties with you when you get back. Wait a minute. Please don't say that. The wedding is the only thing I have to look forward to. You complain so much about the wedding and then you skip out on the day of the wedding. I can't believe it. What do you think you're doing? That's because I thought it was next month. I just forgot. What do you mean you forgot your son's wedding? That's what happens when you don't listen to people. Also, you don't even remember what you were told during the meeting with the wedding planner. What's the point of having a meeting then? Well, that's what happens when you think you're right on everything. You don't listen or remember anything that's inconvenient for you. That's not true. What a terrible thing to say. But isn't this how it is now? Maybe so, but that doesn't mean you have to cut ties with me. Do you have any idea about what you did? It's normal for your son to cut ties with you because of that. He also said that he'll cut off your living expenses too. I don't think you can go to any of the concert again. Seriously? That's a bully. What am I supposed to look forward to living for then? That's your problem to solve. You won't be able to live a celebrity life if you lose the nearly $3,000 monthly allowance anyway. What a shame. Are you trying to abandon me? Your son is grateful to you. That's why he kept sending that ridiculous amount of monthly allowance. He said that he was able to start the company because you worked so hard to raise him. Can't you understand his kindness? Oh dear, I didn't know about that. I have the same feeling somehow. I'm really grateful that you've raised my husband, although you were a single parent. I've been patient to listen to you all this time, but I just can't do it anymore. Since you are in Hawaii, there's nothing I can do to help you. Look, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean to you. You said so clearly that you didn't like me, right? I heard it with my own ears. What? I don't think so. You're a little forgetful, aren't you? Maybe you should go to the hospital straight from Hawaii. I think your brain may be filled with black garbage or something tasteless and transparent. I don't want those to develop into a serious illness. Would you tell my son that? I'm so sorry for what I've done. I'll buy him a CD as a token of my apology. I don't think he needs any CD since I have the one that was signed by the singer at home. Why? It's so rare to have a signed CD. It's worth a hell of a lot of money at auction. Why do you have that? Oh, really? I'll ask him to write it down again next time. Huh? Don't tell me that you are Birdie's fan too. Oh no, I forgot to mention that Birdie is my cousin. He couldn't come to the wedding because of the concert. No way! He said that he's coming to visit me at my new house soon to bring me a wedding gift. He's always been like a brother to me. He's a very kind and respectful person. Oh, really? Then I can meet him too then. What should I do? I'll have to add more fake eyebrows. Are we talking about living together with me and my husband? Looks like that's off the table too. What do you mean? Your son said that. There's no way we can live together since we're gonna cut ties with you. I think that's a good point. Wait a minute. Please don't do that. You said that you don't want to meet my relatives, didn't you? I remember you also said that they are from the lower class, so you don't want to deal with them. Because I didn't know that you were Bertie's cousin. If I had known, I wouldn't have said that. I would have treated you nicely. No kidding. I'm afraid I'm not allowing you to meet my relatives because I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable with your attitude. I said I'm sorry for what I've done to you, so please let me stay in your duplex. I won't have a place to live. That's your problem, isn't it? I heard that you sold your parents' house. It's the precious house your father left you. I can't believe you just sold it easily. I had no choice. I ran out of money. I had to make a living. It's because you're attending Bertie's concerts and buying his CDs like crazy, isn't it? You've been spending all your money traveling abroad, too. There's no way that you have enough money if you keep doing that. Bertie is just too charming and I want to see him as much as I can. It's not my fault. It can't be helped since Bertie is an attractive and famous person. I can't believe you told us to build duplex just because you sold your parents' house. That's so selfish of you, and I can understand why your son wants to cut ties with you. We can no longer take care of you, Melanie. I'm so sorry. I'll give you Bertie's DVD too if you want to. Now it comes with the CD for a whopping $128. That's the regular price. Please forgive me, Jasmine. If I lose my money and my house, my life is over. I'm rooting for you in your job hunt. Good luck. Well then, the wedding ceremony is about to start, so please excuse me. Wait, Jasmine! The wedding ceremony went off without a hitch thanks to the help of the ceremony staff. I mean, we didn't have any trouble without my mother-in-law. A day later, she came to apologize to me sobbing, but my husband could not forgive her. Well, she deserves that. After that, my husband stopped sending money to his mom and the duplex building plan was off the table. Now Melanie has found a part-time live-in job and is working desperately. Come to think of it, it's just like the lyrics of the Sagittarius Type B woman song that says, I lost everything. Maybe I should listen to Bertie's song again. Hey, is the food ready? What? I'm asking if the food is ready. I'm still at work. Huh? Aren't you coming home? No, there's no way I can do that. Why didn't you make it in the morning? You're having your day off today. Why don't you make it yourself? You can do that. Isn't it a wife's job to cook? Who decided that? What is your duty as a husband then? I'm working to put food on our table. For your information, I'm working too. You don't make more money than me, right? That's not the point. Besides, there's not much difference in our income. Even if there's not much difference, I'm receiving more than you. You think you're better than me for just $10 or $20? Of course, yes. Then what would happen if I received more salary than you? I don't think that's even possible. Why do you think so? Even if your income is a little higher than mine, you are still my wife. You should shut up and do what you are told. Excuse me? You just became a wife who earns money. It's no different than now. That's a complete nonsense. I can't believe that's what you think about me. Shall I confirm with Mom if it's crazy or not? I'm sure she'd agree with what I just said. Why should your mother be involved in this matter? You're not at the same age as her. You'd best ask Mom since she's well experienced. She's the one who can give you the best advice. I don't think so. You're asking your mother because she's on your side, right? Isn't that obvious? What's the point of asking someone who won't take your side? You're such a horrible guy. I'll tell my mom about what you just said, too. I don't care if you regret it later. Yeah, whatever. Before we got married, my husband Reynard also lived alone and was able to do housework in his own way. He was very kind and proactive, helping me with everything while we were living together. I was completely deceived. I had no idea that he was such a mama's boy, control freak husband. However, once I got married, I felt sorry for my parents and the people around me who had given their approval, so I was unable to ask for a divorce. My husband, perhaps understanding my personality, got on top of things, and if there was anything he didn't like, he would tell his mother and rely on her. If he didn't like something, he would call me a useless wife. I feel that I have reached my limit. Hey, have you prepared my meal? Huh? You can't come home yet? I told you I'm going on a business trip today. I can't go home today. No way, I didn't know about that. I put it on the calendar, didn't I? Anyway, I've cooked for you and it's in the fridge. So please eat that. Are you kidding me? You need to cook it now. That's impossible, so I did batch cooking. What a terrible wife. I beg your pardon? Can't you at least heat it up? Why don't you do it by yourself? I can't do it for you. Why should I heat it up? That's your job as my wife. Didn't you hear what I just told you? I'm currently on a business trip. I can't go home. You get paid less than me, but you go on business trips. So what? I can't accept that fact. I'm getting a promotion next month, so my salary will be higher than yours. Huh? That's why I want you to do half the housework. Please cooperate. I don't care about that. Housework is a wife's job. What did you say? I'd rather quit my job and you can do your best to put the food on the table. That's nonsense. Stop kidding me, Reynard. The money you make is enough for both of to live on, right? Then there's no need for me to work. Are you telling me that you don't want to have kids? Well, I don't think so at the moment. Oh, I see. What's wrong with that? I don't want a husband who doesn't want to do housework, doesn't make money, and doesn't want to have kids. There's no point of staying married to such a lazy guy. Huh? I've reached my limit. Let's get a divorce. Divorce? No kidding. What are you talking about? I'm not kidding. I'm serious. I'll tell Mom, okay? Go ahead. I'll tell my parents too and make the divorce easier to proceed with. Seriously? I mean, you're also a mama's boy. I wonder why I decided to get married to you. I've done more than enough to take care of you. What do you mean? I don't think I should stay married to a lazy guy who wants to stop working. Lazy guy? That's what people call a guy who doesn't want to work, although he's fit enough to do that. Stop joking, Reynard. You're so rude. There's not a single positive thing about being married to you. I want to get back my time I've spent with you. You've gone too far, Sophia. Because even though you make more money than me, I'm the one who's paying for our living expenses. You always spend your money as you please, and when there's not enough, you always try to get it from my paycheck. Give me a break. I'm not your ATM, Reynard. I did that only when I have to attend a lot of drinking parties. It's normal for a wife to pay for her husband. You should save that money, you know. I need to socialize. And to top it off, you're telling your mom every time I didn't give you the money you wanted. You're pathetic. That's also your duty as my wife. You don't do any of the housework. You can't even take care of yourself, and if there's any inconvenience, you blame me. I can't live with that kind of selfish husband. It's because you don't do everything properly, so I need to check. I was going to put up with this without getting a divorce, but it's just too much to bear. You didn't even think about the kids at all, and you even said that you were going to quit your job. As you can imagine, I've had enough. You're kidding, right? Even if it's a joke, I can't do it. What's the fun in having to support an egomaniac? I'm sick of it. You're talking so badly. I'm trying to be nice. Anyway, I'm getting a divorce. Wait a minute. I can't wait. I don't even want to talk to you anymore. It's not impossible. We've been through this before. Let's talk about it. I've put up with you for so long, so I just can't take it any longer. You're dumping me? Are you sure with that? Of course. I'll never admit it. Even if you don't, I'll make you admit it. How? Let's go to the court. The court? That's going to cost a lot of money. If you don't want to lose your money, let's get a divorce as soon as possible. I'll go home to get my stuff after my business trip, but I'll be back to my parents' house soon. You've got to be kidding me. I won't let you do that. I'll throw your stuff away. You can throw it out, but you'll have to pay me compensation. Compensation? Well, yes, of course. Darn it. When I came back from my business trip, my husband was not at home. I bet he was afraid of being sued. That's why he didn't touch my luggage. He's such a coward. But some money was being withdrawn from our joint account to pay for living expenses. I was able to sue him firmly because I had put most of my earnings in the account. It's obvious. He didn't want to see me, so he went out drinking at night and didn't come back. I was able to finish the move slowly and in peace. The next day, Reynard came home to an empty room and angrily asked me where I am. I told him that I went back to my parents' house and asked him to make sure that he signs the divorce papers. I don't want to deal with him anymore. My in-laws said to me at the meeting that I shouldn't have divorced Reynard. However, my lawyer told me that it was a proper reason for divorce, so I managed to get divorced. Honestly speaking, I sincerely doubt my parents-in-law's common sense. I received an email from Reynard, but I ignored it. I have been treated like a slave for a long time, and to be honest, I have had enough of marriage. But if I ever get married again, I'll definitely check for his true personality. Until then, I intend to work hard on improving myself to be a better woman.
Hello, Sandy. Can I have a moment now? Sure, what's up? I just want to check on something with you. What is it? Don't make me nervous. I hope not, but... What's wrong? Ashley, you sound so serious. Is my brother visiting you? What? Here? Your brother? Why do you ask? Well, you met him at our wedding, right? His name is Ken. Of course, I remember him. He's a big guy and looked cool. I heard that my brother often visits your house. Oh yeah, he was here last weekend too. Did you have something urgent? No, I just wanted to ask you directly what kind of relationship you have with him. Oh no, Ashley, you're going to make me tell you? Well, Ken and I are dating. You're in a relationship? You guys love each other? I think my brother is at least 20 years younger than you. Yes, that's true. But what does age difference matter in a relationship? Even though he is younger, he is firm and kind. He supports me. Plus, he's cute since he's young. Oh, I don't know what to say. Sandy, you know my brother is married, right? Of course I know, but he got divorced, poor thing. Huh? Divorced? Yeah, he got divorced recently, right? You don't have to worry about me. My husband's already passed away, so we don't have a problem. The age difference is covered by feelings, so it's not a problem. Your brother said so too. There seems to be a misunderstanding, so let me tell you. My brother and his wife are not divorced. Oh boy, he said they're divorced. It may be hard for him to tell you. Or are you lying and trying to tear us apart? You wouldn't do that, would you? After all, he wouldn't want his sister to see him looking bad, I guess. Sandy, please wake up. It can't be true. Anyway, they are not divorced. I just have one favor. What? Don't say anything and please break up with my brother now. That's an unreasonable request. No matter how much you ask for it, Ashley, he might really be divorced. I'm telling you they're not divorced. I'm telling you this because I'm his family, so this is the truth. But I believe him. Sandy, let me ask, how long have you been dating him? About a year and a half. We're going on a trip for our 2-year anniversary. Oh, don't tell him, okay? Has it been that long? Well, looking back, a lot has happened. A lot of passionate things. We look like a couple that's been together for a long time. You said earlier that my brother got divorced recently, right? Yes, he did. So you've been together since he wasn't divorced yet? Oh, just between you and me, okay? Well, I guess that's what was happening. I mean, what are you doing, Sandy? How could you have such a relationship with my married brother? Don't you feel guilty? At first a little, but I was overwhelmed by his passion. Now I'm glad it turned out this way. Moreover, I heard that he and his wife had no feeling to each other already. He said he felt healed when he was with me. Did you take all of that seriously? He said he could have the married life which he dreamed of with me. He said he didn't need children and the two of us could live happily together. Did my brother really say that? Sandy, let me tell you the fact. His wife is pregnant now. Ha ha ha, Ashley. That's not a funny joke. He said he didn't even want to touch his wife, and there is no way she could be pregnant. But he would have a child between us. I can't believe it. Well, unfortunately, no matter how hard we try, I can't get pregnant anymore though. Ashley, I'm glad you're worried about me, but I can't go along with your lies about his wife being pregnant. Don't worry, we'll be fine. No, I'm not lying, and I'm not worried. I'm upset and angry. I see. It's none of your business, and stress is bad for your skin. Anyway, he's coming over this weekend, so I'll talk to him. This weekend? Where do you think my brother lives when he's not at your house? He told you that he's divorced, right? Are you saying that if he's divorced, he and his wife live separately? He can't be living with her because they are divorced. It seems he's living with his cousin right now. Cousin? Which cousin? Yuan? Yuan is indeed my cousin. They've been close since they were kids, so it makes sense that he's letting him stay there. Oh, they've always been close, so that's where he usually stays. Even before the divorce, you didn't know? So he goes to work every day from Yuan's house? His house is 2 hours away by Metrolink. If you take the highway, it would take more. That's right, that's the problem. That's why I'm helping him with the transportation fee. Why? He works and has money too, right? That's the thing. His ex-wife is the worst, apparently. You see, he has his wife's stepdaughter who is now 3 years old, right? She doesn't work and they divorced on the condition that he will give her child support and living expenses, so he's giving her $1,800 a month. Is that what he says? That he had a stepdaughter? Yes, that ex-wife. I heard she got divorced once in the past. She said she has a child with her ex-husband. Did my brother really say that? Of course he did. What's the point of me making it up? He said it's not his real child, but since they live together, it's like his own, so he said he'd take care of her. Can you find a man who could think like that? Even though he is young, he is very dependable. Since he sacrifices himself like that, he only has about $700 left every month. That's why he keeps asking me for money. I see. That amount is as much as the allowance for a married man. Right? That's all he has left. What is that ex-wife thinking? Sandy, that's enough. I have understood. You finally understand? See? Ken was really divorced. There's no point in discussing here. Anyway, please ask him about the divorce again. Ashley, you are surprisingly persistent. Well, I'll ask him if I don't forget. Ashley, what's going on? What is it? My son, Tim, is furious that he's cutting me off. Ashley, I heard you told him you want to divorce him because I'm dating your brother. Yes, I did. He says it's my fault that your marriage is going bad, so he says he's going to leave me. I want my son back. Leaving you is too exaggerate. I don't understand what you're doing and I can't support you. So I thought it would be difficult to continue living a normal life with him. I don't want to get involved with you. That's what I told him. You thief. Tim belongs to me, so give him back to me right now. That is not what I decide. Please talk it over with him. Also, I talked to my brother and his wife too. I expect you to hear from him soon. From Ken? Yes, he wants to talk to you. Oh my, I think he's finally going to talk about us finally getting together. Oh, now he's calling me. I'll talk to you later. Ashley, what's going on? Why is everyone leaving me? Are you jealous of me? I think I'm a good mother-in-law. Don't take my important person from me. Don't say it like I'm the bad one. I didn't take anything from you. I didn't tell anyone what to do. They all did it with their own will. That's a lie. You made up the story for your own convenience. I am different from you. And as for my brother's wife, she's actually a friend of mine. What? We are good friends. I can't ignore when my friend is suffering. My friend is so exhausted that I can't even look at her. I feel sorry for the child too. What are you talking about? I talked with my brother and finally got him to confess the affair. My husband and I live separately from you, and he thought he wouldn't be found out even if he met you. Affair? That's ridiculous. My brother is not staying at my cousin's house. He usually lives with his wife and children. I won't believe it. That's not true. What did he say on the phone just now? He was mumbling and he said that he loves me, but we have to break up under some sort of circumstance. But he said he would text me. That's because he still thinks of me, right? I'll wait. I see. Sandy, did he tell you he's divorced? I thought his wife had filed it, but she hasn't, so he told me to wait for him to get it done. And what about the child? Well, it seems that it is true that his wife is pregnant, but it's not his child. He said she had an affair and it's her boyfriend's child. What the hell? Did my brother really say that? Yes, it's really terrible. I feel sorry for him. He's too good to forgive about his stepdaughter and the pregnant child. I mean, his wife is a terrible person. I'm trembling in anger and disappointed. Oh, that ex-wife? Yeah, even though she's your friend, you can't cover up for her. I understand. No, of course it's my brother. The child he has now and the new baby are my brother's. I can't forgive him even though he's my brother. I'll make sure he takes responsibility for this. What are you talking about? I feel sorry for him. You can't be a sister who doesn't believe what her own brother says. Maybe it's all his ex-wife's fault. He's already fulfilling his responsibility. I'm telling you, he's making up stories for his convenience. They are not divorced, nor do they plan to be. And it's 100% true that the child are my brother's, including the one in her belly. Ashley, I hate to tell you this, but I think your friend is lying to you. Your friend is very cunning. My friend is firm, kind, and a good wife. It's my brother who is a liar and a scumbag. But that's exactly what he said. Enough pretending to be deceived by him. You have realized what's really going on, haven't you? How far are you going to disappoint your son? Tim is crying beside me. What? Tim is there too? I was worried because he didn't answer my calls no matter how many times I called. Can you tell him to pick up the phone? I don't think that's possible. He has decided not to. He canceled his cell phone and deleted your number. He also changed his number because he doesn't want to be in touch with you anymore. No way. It's true. I'll go get his stuff at your house later. No, give me back my son. I don't know how long you're going to pretend to be deceived, but you're going to keep waiting for my brother? I'm not pretending, it's all true. When someone you love tells you to wait, you would wait, don't you? I won't leave him. I'm sorry to tell you this, but my brother and his family have moved away. Huh? It seems that my brother got scared because you persistently insisted on not leaving. To protect his family, he moved out and changed job to work for a relative's company. That's not what he told me. I know for now that wife and child will be taken in by a relative, and eventually Ken will live with me. Are you listening to me? I told you that they all moved out. Why don't you accept the reality? Please stop interpreting it in a convenient way. But we love each other. I said he ran away from you. That's not love. You gave him money to keep him with you. I didn't give him. I lent him money. That's right. He owes me money. I can go after him to get it back, right? Please stop it. I know my brother has done something bad, but please don't destroy his family's happiness any further. He should want to stay with me. His wife must have tricked him. I have to help him soon. I'm the only one who can save him. My brother doesn't want your help. You were used by him. Please face the reality. He went back to his wife. He swore to start over. I won't believe it. When my brother moved out, he canceled his cell phone and gave it to me. He said he would never contact you again. You'll never hear from him again. That number is no longer used, so you can't call him. That's a lie. True love comes with obstacles. I won't let that happen. It's true. My brother lied to you to break up with you. Oh no. I will pay back every penny you spent on him. I believe my brother will rebuild their bond in the new place. Please don't ever bother them. Tim and Ken are gone, and I have no one. What am I supposed to do alone? Ashley, do something about it. There is nothing I can do. Do you think there is happiness at the end of a relationship with a married man? You've been punished for having an affair. I couldn't handle this situation on my own, so I talked to my parents about it, and they got furious. They forced Ken to move to a company owned by a relative near my parents' house. He is watched by everyone every day. His cell phone is set up so that we always know where he is, and his monthly allowance, which used to be $700, is now $100. He brings lunch made by his wife every day. Sandy could not stand the loneliness, so she became addicted to hot guys at a bar at her age. She seems to have fallen in love with one guy who was a good talker on a different level from my brother, and she is once again giving him a lot of money. At this rate, I am so worried about her life when she turns old, but she is responsible for herself, isn't she?